Hey guys, welcome back. So, Apple has finally announced I think one of the best products that Apple ever produced, the AirPods Pros 3. Now, I'm a big user of the AirPods. I used the first AirPods Pro, and then I went to the second AirPods Pro second generation, which I actually have here, which are gonna compare to this one, which I literally use every day. One of the reasons why I love it, I take the subway literally almost every time before I then bought my Tesla, which you see in the description and the comments and whatever. You can see all the videos about that. Like I've never used ANC. The transparency adaptive mode have been so good. I use the subway, I go in, it blacks out everything. Now Apple have stepped up the game with these new AirPods Pros. Now let's unbox it. This is gonna be my unboxing, my initial impressions, and do they improve it? Did they get worse? From what I've had, it's been really, really good, and I don't think anybody comes close to the AirPods Pro. I mean, connecting to your phone automatically into your ears, like that seamless interaction with ANC, with adaptive mode. That's what I'm looking for in AirPods Pro, and Apple has delivered it again. So let's go. Usually the box actually looks the same. I don't think there's any changes in the packaging design from the previous AirPods Pro. The same opening moment with the AirPods, with how Apple uses their box. And what do we have in the box this time? As Apple, of course, is eliminating a lot of waste or whatever, they are removing a lot of things from their boxes. I think the same documentation you have, AirPods, literally that's it. Oh, and then the buds. Now, the beautiful thing about there's no MagSafe in this one. What's included? Of course, you have your documentation, but unfortunately, Apple took out the MagSafe cable. If you guys remember that there was a USB-C charging cable, not MagSafe, I can't remember, charging cable, but there's no charging cable, surprisingly. But the new thing that Apple did with this AirPods Pro 3 are these silicone tips. Now they're actually giving you 4 pairs of silicone tips. Now these tips are kind of different because the other AirPods, which are these ones, you could see here that they had these normal silicone tips that didn't have like foam or seal. Now the beautiful thing about creating that wonderful seal and first having any sort of cancellation, passive cancellation before you have active cancellation, is to create a very good seal. Now Apple engineered these what do you call it, these tips that they are just silicone outside and they have foam inside. Now if you know, foam tips are really, really good when it comes to seal. A lot foam tips are really, really good when it comes to seal. Now because when you put the foam tips in, it kind of expands and blocks any other sort of noise that's coming in from outside. But now with these ones, but there are issues with those foam tips. One of the issues with the foam tips is that they kind of create some sort of pressure in. Silicone tips are good, but they kind of fall out also, and they do not create that kind of seal. So Apple actually created these silicone tips that have foam infused into them. I don't know, I wish you could see it. Oh wow, yeah, these are actually kind of different. You call them silicone. So there are 4 pairs. They're actually giving 4 pairs this time. They have the large, the small, the extra small, and the extra small for those people with very, very little ears. Now for the case itself, does it feel a little bit different in hand and size? Let's unbox it and see. All right, and it's out. These are the new AirPods. The case actually looks pretty familiar with the old one. This is the old one, and I had this lanyard case on, which really helped me a lot, especially when it fell. The shape, the size, actually the same compared to the other AirPods. If you look from the outside, or you have the same Find My speakers for when you're looking for it. I don't think there's anything different. This is the back. This is the pairing button. Now from the old one, you can see that in the new one, the pairing button is actually gone. Oh, that's interesting. The side, you have the lanyard loop you had here. The side, it remains the same. It's not much different. Now let's look in the interior and let's see what's special, what's different from about this. In terms of size, they're the same. Now, the major difference you could see when you open it up, the major difference you could see is that they look completely different. Now, they are kind of positioned. Apple said that they tested how many thousand people's ears or how many million people's ears for this, but they look completely different. Now, let me bring out the old ones. These are the new ones. And then these are the old ones. Please do not mind how dirty mine look, okay? You could see the difference between both of them. These are actually way more pointed into your ears compared to these. These are the old ones. And these are the new ones. You can see that they are a little bit different. They are shaped different and they're like pointed in. Now the thing that is added here, everything actually remains the same. The geometry looks a little bit different, pointed into the ears. So I've seen people there are a lot of people who AirPods actually fall from their ears. I've heard from a lot of people that this one actually stays in their ears a lot. The added thing right here is this heart rate sensor. Now if you are coming from the Beats Studio Buds 3, the newer Beats Studio Buds 3, I should have it laying around there. You will notice that they are heart rate sensors. I've never used it, but at least this time with the AirPods Pro 3, it's actually embedded into the health app, of course. So I think that it's actually the same. And as I told you guys, that the new foam infused ear tips, the fit and they actually feel more secure. Yes, well, actually when I press it actually feels way more secure. And these ones feel like very, very flimsy that they can fall off. It's way more secure for walking and for running, which a lot of people use this for. So in terms of the build and materials, the durability is the same. Now I've used mine for about 2 years. Nothing has happened to it. This is standing for 2 years. When the AirPods Pro 2s were announced 2 years ago, I think so. And I'm still using mine till today. So AirPods, when it comes to durability and finish, I don't think anybody beats them. This is really, really outstanding from Apple. Now the features I want to try immediately is the active noise cancellation. I want to put them in. I want to test it in a noisy environment versus the older mode. I want to see how well it blocks sound. Apple claims that with this new one, it blocks about 2 times more effective ANC compared to the Pro 2s. I also want to try transparency mode, personalized transparency mode. I want to see how it switches from a natural ambient side to my voice sound. Now, I've never used transparency mode. I have never used active noise cancellation. Guys, trust me, I have never used both of them. I've always used adaptive mode. It just blends everything. I've tried active noise cancellation and I turned it off immediately. But I've always used adaptive mode. Adaptive mode has been so amazing that to the point I just put it on. It silences all the sounds from the train to the jackhammer to the sirens, and like when I come up and when I'm speaking, the transparency mode actually comes out immediately without me having to press any button. Only issue I've had so far with the old one has been Bluetooth like dropouts. I hope this is improved with this one actually. The battery life, my first impressions, they said that it lasts more up to 8 hours with ANC on and up to 10 hours in transparency. And the case actually gives more total hours. I want to see how that works. The heart rate sensor, it says built in to the AirPods. I want to test it to show how I can access it during the workout app or during the fitness app. To be honest, I do not use it. I think that the Apple Watch actually does all that job for me. Now, the most thing I want to try that comes with this AirPods Pro 2 is live translation. It doesn't just come with the AirPods Pro 3. It's a software feature because mine on the AirPods Pro 2 actually does the job. The durability, Apple says is new IP57 rating, is dust, sweat, and water resistance. It's an upgrade. Let's set it up. My first impressions. This is the iPhone 17 Pro Max, so if you want to see my unboxing video, it's right up there. Click that pop out. It's very, very easy setting up your AirPods. That's the wonderful thing about Apple, is that they made these things very, very easy. Once you open it, it's supposed to connect automatically, and that's it. That's how easy it is to connect your AirPods Pros. Why do I keep saying AirPods Pros? AirPods Pro. So there's no pairing button. Apparently the pairing button is supposed to be... Actually, the pairing button you have to tap this to now. They're saying place both AirPods in your ear. AirPods Pros include newly designed ear tips Gently adjust the angle and rotation of it to get the best comfort. So I'm going to take it out from here. Oh, now these feel okay. Oh, damn. Now this is not noise cancelling right now. This is literally passive cancelling. And the feet, the seal, oh my god. Yeah, the seal actually feels a little bit snug and tight. And it's actually passively cancelling things. I feel weird already. See if it falls out. Fall. No, actually feels... Oof. I need adaptive mode right now because this feels way different. Just putting it in. The snug is so tight and the passive cancellation is already, it's working already. All right, let's continue setting it up because this feeling, I don't like it. I need to get that. Tell me about medium, call and skip. Press once to play, pause, accept calls and mute, twice to skip forward and 3 times to skip. Volume control, you know how it is. Swipe up for volume control. On the right, swipe down to change the volume level up or down. Press and hold to go between noise cancellation and transparency mode. You press hold to go between noise cancellation and transparency mode. And control center, you swipe to access noise cancellation and transparency mode. Now I like personalized volume. It adjusts the volume of the media in responsive to my environment. Sometimes when I go into particular, it brings everything down. Sometimes I hate it, sometimes I do like it. So I want to turn it on. And also I like conversational awareness. Like when I'm talking to somebody, it automatically lowers down the volume. So lower media when I start speaking. And now, see, I'm speaking, it has turned, it is like adapted everything I could hear. Now I hate announce calls and notifications. No, I hate that. I hate notifications, always on DND. Do not announce calls, do not announce notifications. I don't like it. Control your AirPods by moving your head. Say move your head up or down to accept or decline calls. People are gonna be looking like you like a zombie. Okay. Now, track your workout with heart rate. This is what I really want to try out. So turn on those notifications for my deep, in-depth review of the AirPods Pros. Now, yes, you could say I'm a professional. I'm a sound engineer. So yes, whatever I say is gospel. That's the honest truth. You could take it with a grain of salt. Up to you. Now, I want to try this especially with the new heart rate sensor on these AirPods. When you start a workout with the fitness app or supported third-party workout apps, they'll provide your heart rate and motion data. Probably, I believe this will be working in tandem with your Apple Watch. So it may provide a way better data. I have never used it before. I used the Beat Studio Buds, Studio Pros or Studio Buds, whatever, to work out, and I've never used it. So live translation, absolutely. Absolutely. I want to walk into my Haitian barbershop and hear all the gossip and everything they're talking about in French and Creole. It may work well, but I don't know. Walk into that Spanish store and hear everything they're speaking. But first, majorly, my Haitian barbershop, because I want to hear if they're talking about me, and I want to join in on the gossip also. Very, very important. So we're going to set it up. There's a camera control with the camera remote. You can capture a photo or start or stop regularly using either press once or hold or other ears. I'm never going to do that. Never, ever. I don't know who does that. You're probably insane if you do that. But good luck to you. Automatic ear detection is actually what I really like about AirPods. So as I said initially, the feet, just by getting it in, actually does the passive cancellation. It does immediate passive cancellation. Right now I have adaptive mode on. So if I turn adaptive mode on, if I turn adaptive mode off, let's see. Right now I have if I usually like it in adaptive mode, and I always wanted to remember adaptive mode, but because I'm talking, it's gonna go to transparency. Now see, when I stop talking, it goes back. Now, if I'm talking, it's gonna go back. It's gonna conversational awareness, and then when I stop, back to adaptive mode. If you want to test your acoustic field to make sure that everything is sealed properly, you can actually come into the app and do that right on the app. So you test the acoustic seal. I think I use medium, and medium works well for everybody. But you could have seen from the box that Apple gives you large, extra small, small, and large, and extra extra small. I don't know whose ears are gonna fit. Baby ears. But let's test the acoustic seal. So of course the heart rate sensor part is on. It probably, when you're working out, as I say, is gonna connect to your health, the health app. I don't think there's anything much different but the sound, initial impression, but the sound. So let's start now. I do not like mine in spatial, so I'm going to go spatial off and start with one of my most important tracks that I would use to listen, which is this RS startup, because there's at a particular point when the choir comes in, there's this whole spatial surroundness. So yes, I could tell you, bass is really really strong, and I think, and as I say, people are gonna hate it about it. It's really really deep, really strong, and that hiss. Let's listen to the other track. There's a part I really like that I want to listen to. Oh, the Dolby Atmos in these is really really different. Now I hate it. I hate turning off spatial audio. I usually leave it off, but this is really really heavy. Oof. People will have a problem with the bass. Not many people, let's not lie, because a lot of people do love bass, but yeah, it's really really heavy. So guys, another thing I noticed just before I went to bed was that the AirPods Pro 3 charges on the Apple Watch charger. It's MagSafe. So apart from the fact that yes, it has USB-C, my former one had the Lightning, I can't remember, but it charges on the MagSafe charger. Now I want to see if it charges on a regular MagSafe. That's the big one. If it charges on the Apple Watch charger, it means it's going to charge on the big one, right? Correct? Let's see. So this is the one I use to charge my phone regularly. It's a Spelkin. Oh wow! It charges on. This is literally, guys, the normal charger. So usually I put it right here. This is where my AirPods charges over the night, but this is the one I use to charge my phone, and I just put on the sticks. It doesn't need to fall off. This is the one I use for my watch. Amazing. I love this. It just finds it and it stays and it charges.